What's up everyone, it's Sista Citizen, and in this video we'll be ranking Starfield's top 10 companions based on your votes. This list consists of both paid and vanilla mods, so if you see a follower mod you like, be sure to click the link in the description below. I'm also using the NPC Enhancer Gun as well to give some of my followers a custom look, which I highly recommend for immersion. And the mod No Angry Companions, so your followers won't get pissed at you during those critical moments during your gameplay. Anywho, I asked my viewers who their favorite companions were and why, and here's what they said. Number 10, Andromeda Kepler. Andromeda Kepler, voiced by Ratana, is an aspiring writer and explorer that you can find at the Broken Spear in Sidonia. You can hire her for about 13,500 credits, or you can use her persuasion skills and get her to lower the price by half. But personally, I never do, because although her stats aren't that great for combat, she has an amazing attitude and is so pleasant to be around. Kind of like traveling with your auntie who sneaks you candy and doesn't care what kind of sus space dealings you're into. She'll always be waiting on the ship with a smile and a positive vibe, worth every single credit. Number 9, Major Hadrian Sanan. Major Hadrian Sanan is a researcher and military scientist who you'll meet early in the game during the Vanguard questline. But even though she's a cloned spawn of evil,
you want to hear the words then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau City. New Atlantis? My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I.
Hadrian, voiced by Cynthia K. McWilliams, is one of the coolest companions to travel with in the settled systems, especially if you're into exploring planets to study the different fauna, or if you're planning a Terramorph stomping playthrough. You can get Hadrian as a follower after completing the Vanguard questline and returning to Commander Tawala, who will send you back to the Red Devil's headquarters. Make sure to talk to Percival Walker once you get there, and he'll suggest you ask Hadrian with you on some research missions to collect samples from various creatures throughout the settled systems. Now make sure you pick up these missions from Dr. Percival Walker. They're very cool. Not only do they take you to planets you may not have been to before, they're actually fun to take Hadrian with you for some immersive RP. Now, Hadrian Sanan has a star in Xenosociology, which will decrease her damage from alien creatures by 35%. And she's got another in a pain tolerance, decreasing her physical damage by 25%, making her the perfect companion for bug hunts. Number 8, Barrett. For some reason, he made a list. I don't know what's wrong with some of you really, but if you're into dad jokes, okay, and using up your precious med pack on a follower who screams muscle power during battle, well, Barrett's your guy. Apparently some of you out there like him for some reason. I mean, you know, typical Barrett to somehow find his way on this list.
This is turning into a regular Constellation party, isn't it? I should have brought drinks.
Anyway, Barrett's the first member of Constellation that you'll meet in the game, and he's voiced by Barry Wiggins. For the most part, Barrett lacks any skills to make him effective in combat scenarios in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. He's useless. More of a stay on the ship so you don't get killed type of crew member. But besides having 4 stars in Starship Engineering and 3 stars in Particle Beam Weapons, he can make a good sandwich. He's currently single and likes pina coladas and long walks on the beach in the rain. Wait a second, who wrote this? Barrett! You can ask Barrett to follow you after your first visit to the lodge, and he's romanceable. Yay! I mean, there's somebody for everyone, I guess. So Ezekiel, voiced by Matthew Mercer, comes in at number 7, and I have to say I'm glad he made this list because he's one of my faves too. Now raise your hand if you wish he'd been swapped out for Sam Coe or at the very least romanceable. Okay, I'm gonna settle down. I don't know. Is it just me? I just feels like Sam Coe's wearing lip gloss. Is it me? Is it me? Maybe it's just how the Aquila moon hits his upper lip. I don't know. A thicker mustache probably. Make the mustache thicker. I don't know. Anyway, he's ranked 2 in energy weapon dissipation, which means your ship's energy weapons will have 20% increased damage and cost 30% less if you want to use it in targeting mode. So that's awesome. And he's ranked 1 in shield systems, which will give you a 20% increase in your shield's ship capacity. He's ranked 1 in scavenging and will increase your chance of finding extra credits when searching containers, making Ezekiel the perfect companion for your starship and to add to your boarding party. Is it hot in here? Number 6, Rosie. Rosie Tainhill, voiced by Jaden Randall, a finalist on the TV show The Voice Australia. By the way, I suggest you watch that performance. Oh, Doctor is a doctor looking for experience that you can find hanging out at the hitching post in Aquila City. And if it's your first time in Aquila City, you'll find her there anxiously observing and seemingly ready to help if the gal bank drama goes wrong. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Personally, Rosie is one of the first companions I scoop up before I do anything else because of the mod Rosie is a Real Doctor, which I highly recommend. Link in the description. It gives her the ability to heal you, which comes in handy if you're like me and you're playing on extreme, or if you want to call her out like Star Trek style, you know, in battle to sell you some med packs if you happen to run out. Another companion I am so glad made this list. Besides being able to heal you, Rosie is another one of those companions that's just cool to be around with her upbeat attitude. I could just come in from doing like all kinds of sus unaliving of, okay, unaliving is what we're calling it, of enemy or like civvy NPCs, and Rosie will be like,
it's a gorgeous day in the space lanes.
if we can get a mod that actually works to keep her in the infirmary, she'd be almost perfect. Unfortunately, if you've wanted to marry a doctor, you can't marry this one, but definitely make sure to add her to your crew. Rosie, in my opinion, is one of the most useful companions in the entire game.
Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Number 5, Jessamine.
You got dynamite, that smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet you taste like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion, that smile's gonna be the end of me. I wanna say something, but you are all that I see. You got dynamite, that smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet you taste like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion, that smile's gonna be the end of me. That smile's gonna be the end of me. I wanna say something, but you are all that I see. You got dynamite, that smile's gonna be the end of me. I bet you taste like chocolate. Can I have it for free? I'm an explosion, and that smile's gonna be the end of me. You cannot lie over a Mai Tai. You cannot lie over a Mai Tai. You cannot lie over a Mai Tai. Let's take each other out. You cannot lie over a Mai Tai. You cannot lie over a Mai Tai. You cannot lie over a Mai Tai. Let's take each other out. Let's take each other out. Let's take each other out. Let's take each other out.
Jessamine, voiced by Frida Wolf, is a Crimson Fleet member who can be found at the Last Nova serving imaginary drinks. She's pretty good at stealth-related things and sneaking around, but she steals stuff for you and has a really cool Scottish accent. She's clearly a badass. Unfortunately, Jessamine is not romanceable, but she's perfect for like a pirate playthrough. And as Marshall Wilson states, and I quote, "Andresia for Constellation, but Jessamine overall. I'd share my bacon with either." End quote. Her stats aren't that great, but I mean, who cares? She calls you Cap and she doesn't give a damn what you do, so make sure you pick her up at the last Nova. Number 4, Robin Locke.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly a breath.
Robin Locke is a paid mod by Inoctium that you can get for 500 credits on both Xbox and PC in the Creations Club. You'll find her at Jake's bar in the well, and apparently Robin has angered her uppers once too many times, so now she finds herself grounded, drowning her sorrows in booze. She does have a quest line, and although not currently romanceable, the mod author has said he's currently working on an update that will include a romance option, which many players have been requesting. Robin's dialogue definitely adds more immersion to your playthrough with over 1,200 lines of fully voiced dialogue. I find myself laughing out loud at some of her one-liners from time to time. She's actually pretty funny. I'm a huge fan of this mod. Robin brings depth and backstory to the game, and I can't wait to see what's in store with her new update when it drops.
Levitate into the clouds, I'm so high above the ground, I'm rising, I'm soaring.
Number 3, Lyria. Looking for a seasoned, knowledgeable crew member to join your ranks? Well, you're out of luck. Not this time, people. Not this time, fam. But if you're looking for a companion with boundless energy and optimism rather than, let's say, any tangible skills, then Lyria, voiced by Vivian Reed, is for you. Lyria, also a paid mod coming in at 400 credits, can be found in Jemison outside of the Mercantile, talking to the tiny people in her mind. There is somebody in there, I think. Hello? Mommy? Just kidding. Just kidding. Lyria by mod author Almighty SE is special. She's just very... don't get me wrong. She's nice.
Hey, you look like someone who knows their way around a temporal phase adjuster, am I right? Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle. You see, my last crew ditched me after a small mishap. Okay, maybe not so small. Fine, it might have even been big, but still, could you imagine? Anyway, I saw you land your ship and thought, hey, here's someone who really knows what they're doing. So, I'm Lyria, by the way. I figured you could use someone who's an expert with, a flux capacitor? Yep, super technical space stuff. Only the most skilled understand. It's absolutely crucial for, you know, capacitating fluxes. Ah, no worries. Technical details. So what do you say? You handle the spaceship and I'll, bring, lunch.
Look, she doesn't take up her crew slot when you assign her to an outpost or a ship. She won't be angry if you should accidentally, of course, unalive someone who may fall onto one of your bullets by chance. She gives gifts without complaining about it. She comes with over 800 lines of dialogue and a short quest. And apparently you guys like her, and that's all that matters, right? Okay, all right, whatever. Currently, Lyria isn't romanceable, but Fingers crossed. Eh.
Oh, I devoured loads of books from our tiny library. I used to think they were all scientific manuals. Turns out many were actually sci-fi novels. I might have mixed them up a bit when it comes to my technical expertise. Oh, and karaoke nights. There's nothing quite like hearing a room full of miners trying to hit the high notes after a day's work.
I do like her too, and I think she's an awesome addition to any crew. I personally just try to avoid her until I've had my morning coffee.
I'm not gonna keep it for you, 'cause you were never there for me. Don't go ask me what to do. Ignorance will never see. No, wasn't it for me? Why don't you just let it be? I gave you 1, 2, and 3 times that wasn't my good. Was you not on your knees? Wasn't it for me? Stop, 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 wasn't good. Was you not on your knees? Stop, stop, I'm not gonna fix it for you. No, can you hear me when I say I'm tired of being no one? Something used and thrown away, yeah. Oh, wasn't it for me? Why don't you just let it be? Yeah. 'Cause I gave you 1, 2, and 3 times that wasn't my good. Why is you not on your knees? On your knees. Wasn't it for me? Stop, 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 wasn't good. Why you not on your knees? Stop, stop, wasn't it for me? Oh, oh, stop, 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 wasn't it for me? You only got one life to live, so don't waste them on these dudes.
Voiced by Tiana Camacho, Sophia is yet another companion with excellent stealth skills to add to your crew. Plus, she's just super chill, and her down for whatever's attitude is why I think players really like Sophia, regardless of the fact that she's part of Neon's infamous street gang, the Disciples. Sophia is another one of those companions many are asking to romance as well, and I think will give a collective kiss on the forehead to the mod author that makes that happen.
Baby, I see you hanging with your friends, chillin'.
Number 1, Andreja, or at least my Andreja. Voiced by Sissy Jones, yes, Andreja is a member of Constipation, but the coolest one at least, and according to you, the hottest. I mean, the best companion in the game. It wasn't even close. Now, why do we love Andreja so much? Are goth chicks who worship snakes hot? Maybe we like getting yelled at in front of other people. Maybe we can relate to her checkered past as a smuggler and spy and the only member of Constipation that will cut you some slack every now and then. Whatever it is, paid or vanilla, with 4 stars in stealth, which is how I like to play or try to, 3 stars in particle beam, 2 stars in energy weapon systems, making her perfect for boarding and stealing ships and to take with you on stealthier missions. Andreja is just cool. Now, her location will be different each playthrough. However, Vladimir will give you a mission to go find her early on in the Constellation questline. Andreja reigns at the top of the companion list for now and is without question a must-have companion just for her stats alone. And
Partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you.
she's romanceable. Oh, yeah. Okay, relax.
Oh man, look out! That's keep coming. Grenade! Get down! Leaking? That feels like leaking. Incoming! Got a hot one!
Well, there you have it. The top companion so far in 2025 as voted on by you. I would say if you're a new player, this is your lineup right here, fam. This is the lineup. Now again, I would suggest the mod The Gang's All Here to have multiple followers at a time, and the NPC Enhancer Gun to give all your followers a custom look. Also, the No Angry Companions mod to keep your followers from judging you like Judy. Would like to point out the person missing from this list, who shall remain nameless as to not hurt any feelings, because Sarah Morgan knows who she is. Sorry, not sorry, Sarah. Maybe next year. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below who your favorite companion is and why. Shout out to Ducky and of course all the members of the channel who keep the lights on around here. And make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a live stream or a video. Catch you later, captains, and thank you so much for watching. Sanctum Universum.